Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a really lovely day. It is a glorious day where I am today. I have got a great haul lined up for you. I have been to Zara, well I say been, I have been on Zara website and I've done a huge haul full of my very favourite and very autumnal pieces to share with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all the pieces in question. I hung them up ready for you guys and I did a try on haul as well. So I'll show you how they fit me and I will also show you ideas on how I would personally style the pieces. Autumn is my very favourite time of year for fashion, and honestly Zara at the minute, as well as other shops to be honest, but just specifically Zara because this is what we're talking about today. It just had so many beautiful pieces, beautiful separates as well mainly. I think I've got one dress, but other than that they're all separate so we can mix and match and style with other pieces and lay it with other pieces. And the colour palette, let's just appreciate the colour palette. It's all nice browns, mustards, greys, we've got creams, just a really gorgeous tonal collection. I thought I'd just do this guys in my PJs because I like them and I'm comfortable, so you know, hey ho. Okay, let's start with number one. Now this is the most expensive piece that I chose, but it's so beautiful that I just had to order it and I just really had to share it with you guys. So this is called, oh by the way, I will link every single piece that you see here. I think there's 11. I will link them all in the description like I usually do. So this jacket, it is a real leather jacket. It's a suede jacket and it's so beautiful and it smells, honestly, it smells divine. Now I got a size extra small to small because it does come up really quite large, and it's got this tie at the back, if you can see. So when it ties round like so, not making a very good example, so when it ties round like so, it creates a really nice illusion of being a really boxy fit. Now we've got pockets at the front, if you can see, actual pockets, and there is a little pretend pocket at the top here which isn't a real one, and there is no pockets inside. It's just like so inside, but I really like this. I think it could be styled with so many different pieces and just one of those kind of core statement jackets that you will wear year on year, and it is super timeless. Now, my favourite way to style this is, as you can see, I love anything like this with a really simple black outfit on underneath. So I've got a pair of black leggings on, I've got some black riding boots, and I've paired it just with a nice black polo. The polo I've got on in question is sleeveless, and I think it's like a cashmere blend, but any kind of polo neck under this looks, I personally think, very 90s, very chic 90s, and again super classy and super timeless. So this one in question is £169, but another thing to note with this, I feel like it's a kind of material that even if it gets wet over the years, even if it gets marked, it kind of will look better as it ages, because I think already it's been made to look like quite a vintage style. Okay, so let's move on to number two. Now I'm going to go with a few of these pieces I've styled together because when I saw them I thought, that would look nice with X, Y and Z. So I picked up this. Now I did actually wear this for a video not so long ago when I was in Manchester. I wore it with polka dot trousers, if you can see, because this really is just like the perfect basic top. They do it in lots of different colours as well, and it was £17.99. Now I got the size small. I do think they run true to size. It's one of those materials as well, if you can see, it's super stretchy and it really sucks you in and makes you look, yeah, just really flattering shapes. I like the halter neck. I think it's much more flattering having a shape neckline like this rather than having just a plain vest top. But we can wear this with loads of different things, you know, jeans. I wore it with polka dot pants, I wore it with brown leather trousers, and it still looked amazing. But in this particular occasion for this haul, I bought these to style with it because I just thought the colour looks absolutely amazing. These trousers as well, when I actually went to Croatia a few weeks ago, these were also in stock over there, and I have seen a lot of people wearing them, which does pain me a little bit. I don't like wearing things that everyone seems to have, but I'm not surprised people like them because they are just such a gorgeous colour, and they are very, very long. I'm 5'6", as you can see with a pair of heels on, they're almost touching the floor as well. But I like the fact that they're really wide leg, really very flattering. It's a 2-in-1 as well, because we've got this amazing belt, big, thick chocolate brown belt in like a faux leather, and this huge, big gold buckle. So this can obviously be taken off and worn with other things. I got a size small in these, and these are $35.99. Nice neutral colour, can be worn with lots of different things. I'd style this with chocolate brown, it would go with creams and blacks as well. Probably wouldn't deviate too much away from these neutral colours, just because I feel like those 3 colours will blend really nicely with these. Right, so what should we go with next? Okay, mini skirt. I think autumn is the perfect season for mini skirts. Think kind of like Gossip Girl, think tights, chunky boots, oversized sweats, just perfect. Now I do have a few skirts already, I've got them in cream and black, but the reason why I like this grey one is because it's not too short. I mean, it's short and it's got skirts underneath, shorts should I say, so it is a skirt, but the reason why I like it is if you're a ZARA fan, you'll know that they tend to do a lot of skirts, which in my opinion are hideous. I've got a few of them and I never wear them anymore, which is a skirt at the front and like a mini short at the back, and I just don't think it does anyone any favours. So this one is a full skirt, but with shorts underneath. We've got a belt as well, again with it. Silver detailing on. We can take this off obviously if you didn't want to have silver hardware on the skirt. It does just come off. But my personal way that I would wear this is as shown. Now I love it with, I just have used my sleeveless polo neck again, because I think a polo neck and a mini skirt is just fabulous for this time of year. And then I put on some black tights, like a light denier tight, and then my black riding boots and a really chunky oversized blazer. Now the blazer that I'm wearing in this video is a man's blazer, it's velvet. I've had it a few years now and I wear it every single autumn, winter, all the time. It's my go-to because I just love it. And I feel like a skirt like this can take a few different styles of jackets. I think you could wear it with a blazer like shown, but also perhaps like a really oversized shearling, like a black oversized shearling jacket. Now you could wear this skirt with different tones, but personally I think black is the colour that would most pop with it. Obviously cream and white as well, and potential burgundy. Burgundy could look gorgeous with it if you wanted to pair it with some burgundy tights, or burgundy stilettos would look really nice, or even a burgundy jumper as well. So yeah, I do think grey can take a few different colours. In particular, just to recap, cream, black and burgundies are my kind of go-to colours for styling with this colour. Now when I went into store a few weeks ago, I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, I love it, I have to have it. And then I saw it again online. Now I haven't hung it up properly, I don't think, for you to really get the full benefit of it. It's just a really beautiful basic. Now I love it because I feel like this fold over detail, so you can obviously choose how high or low you kind of like roll the neckline to. So whether you want to have it like completely off the shoulder, or if you want to have it kind of just sitting a little bit higher as like a cross neck. So it is quite versatile in that respect, but it is the most beautiful material. And I do have to say, for the price, it is $32.99. I feel like you get a really premium quality top for that price. It feels almost like a cashmere blend, and the colour as well, it isn't quite grey, it's almost like this mocha, which I feel like is really on trend right now, isn't it? But again, this colour will go with so many different pieces in your wardrobe, and it'll be super timeless as well. Now I've styled it here with, I've got some brown jeans, some nice brown flared jeans, and I really like it paired with this, with some boots. I feel like it's kind of like 90s vibe, and I'm really here for that look. I haven't got boots on in the picture, I have got some stiletto heels, but I think it could take an ankle boot as well. That being said, I also think I've got some brown leather trousers it would look lovely with. It would also go well with black, and lots of other tones as well. It's the kind of top as well that you can just pop on with a basic pair of blue jeans, and it would instantly look like you've made a little bit more of an effort than just a basic jumper, because it is more of a chic neckline and an elegant style. So this is another favourite of mine. This one is a size small. Even though I haven't got any micro shorts, I do think this jumper with some tights and some micro shorts, brown micro shorts. I think that would look really fab with a pair of really high heels, micro shorts and tights. This, and then a floor length coat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find something like that to show you because I've got the vision in my head. We need to recreate it. Okay, next up. Now these should I say, because there's two. These pieces, they're obviously separate, but when I ordered them, they were advertised online together. And I thought, well, yeah, they actually are meant to go together. This is the top. Now I like it because it's a really kind of shapeless jumper, but as you'll see, when it's on, it just falls and sits in a really nice, again, effortless kind of way. This is actually the front because we've got this flap detail on. It just hangs here. And it's a slash neckline, and then this is the back as well. Kind of like a batwing top, but the sleeves obviously aren't too big, and because they're not too long as well, I don't feel like it's too fussy to wear. You know, sometimes when you wear things that are just uncomfortable and they get on your nerves all the time, this one doesn't seem to be like that because of where the arms sit when you've got it on. So I got a size small in this one, and this one is £29.95, but that's euros. I'm presuming in pounds that would have been a little bit cheaper. So here we've got the skirt, beautiful. Again, a really nice skirt. I love a cord this time of year, especially in like a comfortable material, because let's face it, they're the easiest thing to chuck on. You instantly look like you've made an effort, and they are super, super comfortable. And I'm just a big fan of like an all tonal look. I think it looks really lovely. And again, it's in this kind of like, I'd say grey. It's grey, but I'd say more on the an in-betweeny of this like mocha mousse and grey. It's a bit like of an in-betweeny colour. I'd say more grey, but yeah, still one of those pieces that can be worn with a few different things. And because they are separate as well, so versatile and so many different ways to wear. And this one was £29.99 as well. Let's move on to the only dress that I have ordered on this order. Now, I don't know if it's a little bit short for me. You'll have to be the judge for me, because I'll show you now what I tried it on with. I've got some really beautiful burgundy stiletto heels. They are slingbacks that I got from River Island a couple of, I think about, yeah, maybe like last year actually, and I wear them to death because I think they're lovely. And I feel like this kind of mini dress goes perfectly with a slingback heel. Now, I like the sleeves because they are extremely long. If you can see, they're almost like bell sleeves, and I think they're very in fashion right now. Certainly trending to have quite long sleeves, very bohemian. We're kind of bringing the bohemian summer into bohemian autumn. And I love the colour. It's like this beautiful, rich rust colour, and it is see-through. If I can show you, it's not super, super see-through. If I had it on in front of these lights, you'd probably be able to see through it a little bit. But if we can see the material, it is just there's no second material. It is just a thick lace. It does have two buttons at the top, at the back, to give it like this almost polo neck style, but just a real classy dress, and one that I'm a big fan of. I think it could also look really lovely with tights as well, but in my opinion, I think you'd either have to wear a very pale brown, like a light denier brown tight, or perhaps try and match the burgundy to have like an all tonal burgundy look. But on second thoughts, I think maybe just a nice light brown denier tight, maybe like a brown denier tight is probably the better option. So I got small in this again, and this one is £25.99. Let's move on. Now, this piece, again, I saw this in the Manchester store a couple of weeks ago, and it was probably my favourite piece of the trip. I shared a video of me going round the Manchester store, just picking out a couple of my favourite bits. That was posted on my TikTok, and I think it was on YouTube Shorts as well. But this one was one of the favourite pieces that I just thought, oh my goodness, straight away I was like, I would definitely wear that with a black lace bra. You can kind of see the bra a little bit through it, and some leather trousers. I thought that would look fab. So I ordered the size small, and unfortunately, what I will say is, you can see me in the picture, it fits, but I wouldn't be comfortable going out with it because I feel like it's just too booby. I would prefer personally to have a slightly oversized style. It fit me okay up to here, and then this top button was screaming, so I think I might change it for a medium because I do really, really want to keep this one because I love it, and I think it's just something, again, that can be worn year on year. Now we've got the tie details on the cuffs. There's no buttons on these cuffs, it is just tie. And then these beautiful buttons are in this, got this really delicate kind of glitzy diamanty button, which I'll be honest, I'm not usually a fan of glittery bits and, you know, silver hardware, should we say, on clothes, but because I think sometimes it can cheapen the look. But I think because they're so dainty, I do feel like it works. So like you can see in the video, I have paired it with my trusty chocolate leather pants. My leather pants are from Caramillan and they're actually new. If anything that I've styled them with is in shops at the moment, then or I can find something that looks similar, I will also link it below, link it on my LTK, all that jazz. And my LTK links and all my other social links should be in the description for you guys as well if you're interested. But this is just, again, the kind of piece that can be worn with so many different things. I've got a really lovely chocolate satin skirt, which would look amazing with this. I've got some leather shorts, which would look amazing with some light denier tights and some riding boots. So again, a really versatile piece, a little bit sexy, obviously being quite see-through, but something that I think isn't too revealing if you did pop it with some longer trousers. Okay, now for the two final pieces that I want to show you, I did actually style these two pieces together, but I will speak through them separately with you because I think they're just, again, really lovely basics. Now this pattern in particular is a real favourite. It's almost like different shades all mixed into one. So I've got some brown in there, I've got some grey in there, but I like this kind of tone because I feel like it can go again with more tones. Personally, I think it can go again with quite a lot of different colours. I personally chose to pop it with this because I saw the top in Zara and I thought it went really, really well. Just ended up looking really chic. Would definitely wear something like this to work. It's suitable for work, but we could also jazz it up a little bit with some accessories to make it cool for like an evening out or maybe a date night, something like that. Because these are not kind of like full length to the floor, I feel like they'd look really good with a pointed court shoe like I've gotten in the picture, but also you could style them with a nice chunky ankle boot. That could work as well. But because they are like a straight leg, I feel like the slight shorter hem, it does hang well, doesn't it? We've got another belt which is kind of like a two-in-one. This one is a faux suede one, and we've got a little gold buckle as well, which is another really handy thing to have this time of year to pop on lots of different things. Cream would look amazing with this, as you can see in the picture, but I think maybe a real chunky, like a mohair oversized knit could look amazing with this, and some ankle boots, brown ankle boots. We could wear it with burgundy, we could wear it with black, loads of different things to wear, but my personal preference, just from looking at it and just from the way I've styled them, is with cream. I think my second option would be to maybe get a nice brown polo neck in a similar colour to this belt, so we can have a real tonal look. So these ones are $35.99 and I got a size small. And then the top that I decided to pair it with in this video for you is a beautiful basic. I'm a massive fan of this neckline. Can we see? Straight across, looks beautiful. Really, really, really big fan. I think, do you call it a boat neckline or do you call it a slash neckline? I'm not sure, but again, I feel like it's very 90s and the sleeves are very long again, so fitting in with this kind of like long sleeve bohemian kind of style. It is ever so slightly see-through, but only ever so slightly. So in the picture I've got on a white bra with it and I don't feel like you can see it. It doesn't really offend me. I don't feel like it's too much on show. And it is a really lovely material, kind of got all this floral lace. Now, the sizing is, I got a size small in this one and it's $25.99, which I don't think is too bad for a really pretty top. Again, just a great wardrobe basic this time of year, never going to go out of style, super chic, super classy. And we've got this ruched detailing at the side as well, which I do feel makes the top that little bit more flattering. That is all from me for this little Zara haul for you. I just wanted to share with you these pieces because I feel like they're really good wardrobe basics. They're really good pieces to add to like your capsule wardrobe collection, things that you'll be able to wear on rotate in your wardrobe and get a lot of wear out of them. Maybe being one exception of the mini dress, but I'm just a big fan of the shape of that dress. You know, I love a polo neck and I like a mini dress bodycon, love the big bell sleeves. It just spoke to me, so I thought I had to get that and share that with you guys. But other than that, all the other pieces are really versatile. Like I said, can be worn in so many different ways and just perfect for this time of year. So let me know if you have any questions about the pieces that I've showed you. And let me know as well if there's any other videos that you do want me to create, because I love hearing your feedback and I do like to tailor my videos towards my audience. If you don't subscribe to me already, why don't you? Please do so. If you can like or comment any of my videos, it does help get my content there to a wider audience. So with that being said, have a lovely day, whatever it is that you're doing, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.